Yes, guys, welcome back to KMV, the number one Chelsea fan. Yes, Chelsea are back tomorrow away from home against Bournemouth. After 15 years of patiently waiting, Chelsea will get to entertain us, not just entertain, they will get to show us something huge against a side called Bournemouth. And if I'm being honest, I don't like Bournemouth. Now, before we go into the match preview, the starting 11 and the predictions for this game, it is always important to start first with the most recent update about Chelsea. Now, Enzo Maresca made his press conference today and he said a lot of good things. He said a lot of beautiful things, but there is this one bad thing which Maresca said, and I was surprised and I was broken down into pieces because I can't believe how on earth at this point we are still facing this problem. Before I say it out, please don't forget to click that like button, don't forget to click that subscription button, and as well drop your opinions and your corrections in the comment section because I am number one Chelsea fan. Yes, according to Enzo Maresca, Romeo Lavia will not be available for tomorrow's game due to injury. Let's keep Lavia aside first. Reece James will not only miss tomorrow's game, but he will need time to return back into Chelsea squad. I will say it out loud. Chelsea problem is not just going ups and down and buying players. Our problem is bigger than what we think it is. We need spiritual intervention to really see what exactly is happening behind the scene at that medical department. How on earth is James injured and his injury will need a lot of time for him to return? We all know a fit Reece James is the best right back in the world of football. We all know the kind of quality this guy has. We all know what he can add into this our current squad, and yet we are still to see Reece James with this squad. Why? Because injury has been the order of his name. From last season, James was literally not playing for Chelsea due to injury. This season just started and James is still injured, which is a problem that should have been resolved from last season. We waited patiently. We were so patient for James to return back, and we gave him the entire time for him to be fit just to come back and play 2 minutes and get another long-term injury. Isn't that insane? Okay, James is injured, Malo Gusto is injured. Who will play that right back after we have sold or loaned out Chalobah? Well, I would love to know what you think. Moving on, Enzo Maresca also said that Enzo Fernandez, due to the absence of the most complete midfielder, who has to be Romeo Lavia, who played just few minutes this season with Chelsea, and he showed us what a complete prolific midfielder should be. Due to the absence of this guy, Enzo Fernandez seemed to be the only player at that midfield who can play two rules, who can play a defensive rule and an attacking rule, and that brings us back to this Chelsea project who we have been chasing for a long time. I ask you again, Chelsea fans, even after having 14 midfielders, how on earth only one can play defensively and attackingly? Like, how on earth is that possible? Isn't that insane? What are we doing? Because it is so painful. We have sold that guy who could do the defensive job. Who is that? Conor Gallagher. He is no more. Only Enzo Fernandez can do the needful at Chelsea at the moment. So it's just so embarrassing, but I don't want to give up on this Chelsea squad. It go pain me say Chelsea go trophyless this season due to injuries, because na injury caused us last season and this season just started. We don't face that same issue with two of our most important players. Three, if I'm not mistaken, Gusto will be out due to injury. So who will play at that right back? Who? Well, let's see how the game will go. But if I am to predict this game, starting with my starting 11, well, normally Robert Sanchez has to be the goalkeeper for this game. He is Chelsea number one starting 11 goalkeeper. If I have to manage that right back, well, I will go with George Achiempong. Why? Because normally This guy can play at that position. We have seen him playing there for some time, and I think it is better for us to start giving him the playing time now. It is better for us to start building his confidence, because we go need him. Oh, we might need him even more. You get? This is the same thing that happened from last season, and we just got Gusto from nowhere, and he showed us something we never believed he could do. So I don't think it will be a problem starting George Achiempong. Looking at that right center back, well, Fofana has to be there. Looking at that left center back, Colwill, and that left back, it has to be Marco Corella. This is my 4-back. Looking at that midfield, honestly, I will not like to play these two guys together. I will not like. If I had another option, I would have chosen that option, but I think we don't have options. I think we don't have options. It has to be Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. These two guys, they just came back from a long trip. They had just 1 day off after international break, and they will be playing tomorrow. It will be a tough one for them, but they have to be there. They have to be there. This particular Bournemouth game is not one of those games you will just go out and do anyhow, like we played with Servette. What happened at Servette had to end at Servette. We can't bring that kind of football and play in Premier League. If not, we have to pack our bags and start chasing something else, not football. You get? So Caicedo, Enzo at that midfield. Looking at that 10, it has to be Cole Palmer. I don't know who you would like to play at that 10, but to me, centrally, Palmer is more creative. He is more flexible. He can score. He can create chances. Looking at that right wing, Noni Madueke, who is in the best form of his career, has to be there. After making his England debut and getting 1 assist, I don't think it would be a problem for me to start him at that position. And at that left wing, I will start Neto. Pedro Neto should start, and my striker for this game will remain Nicholas Jackson, who just got a contract extension until 2033. 2033, 9 years contract. Well, good one for him. I would love to know your predictions. I would love to know your predicted starting 11 and which player should not have started on this my starting 11 and which player do you think I should have started. So please don't forget to drop your opinions, your corrections, and your contribution. Before I forget, my prediction for this game, I will go with Chelsea 3-1 in favor of Chelsea. Let me know what you think, and please don't forget to click that follow button. Don't forget to share this video because I am #1 Chelsea fan.